Good I'm losing track of what time it is because we've been driving so long. Good afternoon, my audience. This is Paul, doing my first vlog. We just had, well, I just had Culver's. The rest of the group wanted to go to Chick-fil-A, so it's a little bit ridiculous. We're about to load back up in the van. Nothing of note really happened, except that I met someone at Chick-fil-A that really loved Once Upon a Time, so it was nice to catch up and talk about something we both like. So, with that, not much to update. Hope I'll see you around when we get to the camp. Bye for now. Here we are outside of Sacred Heart Cathedral, and we're about to go to our sleeping quarters. It was a really beautiful place. Hopefully, if I'm able to get my editing skills all up to speed, I'll be able to put the pictures in with this video that I'm hopefully going to edit when I get home. But everything was placed for a purpose. It was nice to have even the littlest details of the cathedral were placed perfectly in where they're supposed to go. So the scenery is very hilly around here. Weather's not half bad. I was expecting it to be blazing hot, but so far I'm not ready to faint just yet. And now I'm about to see where we sleep. So hopefully I'll keep you guys updated, and thanks for watching. Bye for now. Hello again. I am inside the building where we will be staying. I have no idea what this room is supposed to be, but I presume it's some kind of storage, because I think this is part of a school. And we don't have the lights on, so you might not be able to see it perfectly, but this is where we will be sleeping, which may not look like much, but it is amazing. So I cannot wait to have the world's most glorious sleep on the floor, because that's actually really good for people with back troubles. So with that, once we unwind and unpack, we're gonna have dinner, and then we'll get back into the lovely air conditioning. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. We are here at a cookout restaurant that's, I've never heard of this style before. You go up to the window and you literally just do it like you're at Dairy Queen, except this is a huge chain. So we're gonna get some amazing hamburgers and fries, and then eventually we're gonna go back and watch a movie. Well, I probably won't watch a movie. I'm probably gonna go to my room and sleep, because I may not look it, but I'm dead tired right now. But either way, the weather is really nice. Scenery is still very hilly and treey, and we did a nice icebreaker. We did 2 truths and a lie, and as usual, I pulled a stumper. So, thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll keep you posted. Bye. Good morning, my audience. We still haven't even left Sacred Heart Cathedral, as you can see behind me. We actually were able to sleep in really nicely. Like, we have to leave at 9 a.m. It's only 8, and wow, like, we usually have to wake up at the crack of dawn and these kind of things. So we're actually going to be heading to the camp in only 4 hours until we arrive. So that's really exciting. And they gave us breakfast here at the place where we're staying. So I'm really happy about that too, because then we don't have to stop at those super annoying restaurants that never serve, what's it called? Lunch food, as I call it. You know, I usually want a cheeseburger in the morning. They're like, well, we don't serve cheeseburgers in the morning. The weather is amazing, albeit hearing a lot of cicadas in the morning, when I'm not really used to that where I'm from, but still. On a mission trip, you kind of expect the unexpected. But with that, I'm gonna go in and chat with my peeps, and I'll catch you guys hopefully at the camp if I have time. Bye. We are finally here at Catholic Heart Work Camp. I just took a picture of the program area just in case my editing skills don't work out. That's where we'll be doing all the really cool stuff. Our rooms are amazing. We 3 chaperones each have our own bed and bathroom in the room, so that's awesome. And there's a lot of stairs, so I'm going to definitely get my hiking in. You can see sweat and hair drooling from me. And now I'm about to figure out what work team I'm on, hopefully, so thanks for tuning in. Bye. Good evening, my audience. This is Paul. Hope you can hear me okay, because the air conditioning in here makes the acoustics very weird. Like, I pretty much have to shout just to talk to the guy next to me. So, our bedroom may not look great, but it feels amazing. Like, if you've played Breath of the Wild, and you go to Zora's Domain and you ask to sleep in the bubble bed. Like, this is literally what it feels like. I jump on the mattress and I start bouncing up and down. I love it so much. Even my own closet here. So today was mostly the orientation day. I got the associate staff member position, so that means I'm working behind the scenes, washing dishes. I was cutting up some strawberries today, and I also served dinner rolls. That was so much fun. I love just seeing the joy on the teens' faces when they got their plates of lasagna and breadsticks. And I got to talk to a few and tell them about the Lord and stuff like that. Also, it was a really amazing nighttime walk I had going to the cafeteria to finish up on the dishes. I really wanted to take a picture for you guys, but I'm here for like another week, so it's not like I'm low on opportunity. So during program, we didn't really do much. We mostly had mass during the evening. I went to the tool show 3 times because apparently, because I don't have a work team, I didn't do the normal active learning or the getting to know one another, but at least they replaced that by having, near the very start of the program, they said everyone get up and go ask 3 people a random question. I think I was only able to ask 3 people, and they were, I think they said like ask 9 because it was so crowded. Believe it or not, this is a rather small camp. There's like less than 250 of us here, which is great because it's hardly ever crowded. There's so many luxurious places to sit down, as I've probably mentioned too many times. The Carpenter Commandos came back, which of course, you know, I love the Carpenter Commandos. I was able to get their salute down, and they actually gave credit where it was due. They said, "Who here is a veteran Carpenter Commando?" I was actually able to raise my hand for a change. I never thought CHWC would address the veterans like that. Then we had to do this game where they pulled a net in between both sides of the room, and we had to like fling these rockets over the net onto the other side of the people. I'm amazed that no one got hurt, but what I'm even more amazed is how much of a fool I made of myself. I wish I could have videotaped it for you guys, but I did terrible. Like, the Carpenter Commando literally had to shout to me, "You're doing it the wrong way." So I felt a little bit embarrassed, but eventually it turned out we lost, but that's okay. I'll blame it all on me. I'm a good sport. I don't really care. They also had a couple of cute videos about when to and not use your phone and what to do at the work sites and stuff like that. So even though I'm not going to a work site, it was still nice to see how they incorporated humor and tried to adjust it to the level of someone who is either a teenager or, in the case of the adults, someone that needs very specific instructions. The adults here have been really amazing to talk to. I just met a guy who I helped fill up a water jug, and we didn't talk for very long, but I was really impressed by how enthusiastic he was, because normally adults that are older than me, it's kind of hit or miss regarding their enthusiasm levels, but he had the energy of a teenager, and it was really amazing. So tomorrow, I'll see if I can keep you updated, depending on how much free time I have. I've been told that associate staff members get a lot, so that shouldn't be a problem. Tomorrow, I think, unless they changed it, is staff testimony night, so hopefully I'll be able to get some footage of that. Until the next time, I think it's just about bedtime. Yeah, I've only got 5 minutes left until lights out. So with that, thank you very much for watching, and until I manage to film this all together, keep the faith, stay epic, God bless, and cut. Bye. Good morning, my lovely audience. This is Paul. It is 6:10 in the morning, and I am ready for cutting up some bananas and bagels in the kitchen for my duty. I had a really wonderful sleep, and the showers were great, and oh my gosh, this weather is impeccable. And I'll make sure to keep you posted if anything amazing, when everything amazing happens during the program. God bless. Bye. Good morning, everyone. This is Paul again. I am here in the cafeteria with a very loud lawnmower outside, so I hope that doesn't distract you from hearing my voice. I just finished cleaning up the tables in the cafeteria. It was quite a blast doing that. I was also taking out the trash. Morning Mass was nice. Don't particularly remember the homily at the moment. I'm sure if I do remember it, it'll come back to me eventually. After all these years, they kind of tend to blend together. But I do like the priest. He's a rapper and a singer, and we sung a song from The Greatest Showman. I don't remember if I already said that because I just realized that you're supposed to use headphones when you're listening to stuff in the room, so I can't exactly re-listen to any of my footage until I actually have time. So right now I'm just waiting for my next assignment, and hopefully I'll catch you guys once it shows up. Bye. Good morning, my friends. This is Paul. Sorry I couldn't vlog yesterday. We were having quite an exciting discussion in the room, and when I was actually in my bedroom, I wanted to take a nap. So this is Tuesday morning. It is 6:05. I'm on my way to preparing the next meal or washing tables or whatever needs to be done. Yesterday's program was really amazing. We had it was a really nice balance between silly and serious. It seems like CHWC has really refined the formula for how they're going to do programs. The Carpenter Commandos gave us these gloves that I don't know any other way to describe it besides they made it so that every time we clapped, it sounded like oysters were clapping. It was really, really cool and a lot more amazing than I'm making it sound. And then when they got to the serious portion, they actually played Oceans first, which is actually my favorite praise and worship song. So that was actually really amazing. Didn't do any icebreakers this time like they did Sunday morning, but that's okay. I mean, we've had chances to be acquainted. I met a very interesting young adult woman yesterday, and we had such an amazing talk that it felt like I could share anything with her. And thankfully she was a young adult, because frankly I wouldn't want to be dismissive of protecting God's children. So for some odd reason my mind is getting a little bit foggy about the specific details of last night. I know there was a dinner table skit where it seemed a little bit on the abrupt side, but for the most part it was talking about how as Christians we should make sure that we are inclusive of everyone, even if they're the outcasts or the sinner or those that have wronged us, and always give them a second chance. And so we just had a really nice praise and worship discussion. We had a group time where we got together as a parish group, and we got to color of all things, and we also had different forms of how we would answer the questions. Like at one point Mr. Cora and I were in a group, and so we talked about the various questions they had, like how have you seen God's life echoed back in your home state, and we also got to see a tile that looked like Jesus' face. I'll try to put it in the show if I have enough editing. And that's all I really remember right now. I mean, like I said, it was mostly just praise and worship music for tonight's program, but hopefully, or yesterday's program, but hopefully tonight's going to be adoration night, so I should have some amazing news coming for you. With that, I'm about to head to the cafeteria, so until next time, keep the faith, stay epic, and God bless. Signing off. Bye. Good afternoon, my audience. This is Paul. Thankfully, the air conditioning's significantly less loud today, so hopefully you can hear me better than the last time I filmed in here. Today was actually a pretty straightforward day. We cleaned up the cafeteria tables, wiped the floor. I dried some dishes a little bit. Surprisingly, we didn't have to prepare any breakfast. Today's also going to be a pretty laid-back dinner. We're mostly just doing chicken patties, so that shouldn't be too hard to serve. Yesterday was phenomenal, though, and I'm going to eventually make an entirely separate testimony video when I'm not feeling so darn tired to describe how amazing Eucharistic adoration was and what it did to me both physically and spiritually. For now, I'll just say that what I'm really loving about Catholic Arts programs is how great their pacing is. Yesterday, we had all of the chairs pushed against the walls because there was a dance party. And there were years past where people would complain that they were on the floor too long. But yet not once during the entire evening did I think that sitting on the floor was prolonged. If anything, I thought that the length was just right, from the Carpenter Commandos doing yet another ridiculous exercise where 2 girls and 2 boys had to compete against each other to see who could jump rope, pop a balloon, and find gummy worms within a pie first. It was quite hilarious. Worship music was mostly reserved for adoration, and the dance party had so many popular songs that even though I recorded pretty much all of it, I'm probably not going to be able to put it on YouTube because, it's for teenagers. They're probably, super recent songs, and copyright issues would really get in the way. Tonight is Four Corners night, so I am beyond stoked about that. I actually have a meeting to go to in a couple of hours. Right now I'm going to rest up and go help in the kitchen. I really enjoyed the photo run today. We got to visit a farm, and so we got to see the teens taking down a shed. We got to witness that they had helped fix a trail, and so we got to go hiking on the trail that they fixed, and we got to see some horses and have a horse spit on the priest that was there. There were also 2 teenagers that were injured, but thankfully, as of last night, they made it a recovery, so we're glad to hear that. With that, it's time for me to get some rest, and until the next time, keep the faith, stay epic, and God bless. Bye for now. Good morning, my audience. This is Paul, and I just finished up with cleaning the cafeteria. Seems like that's a pattern lately, isn't it? Well, that's pretty much all they have been wanting us to do so far as associate staff members, is cleaning up the cafeteria, washing the dishes, yes, and serving food. It was such a refreshing change of pace after Tuesday, because Tuesday was, oh my gosh, we heard it's raining tacos non-stop for over an hour because it was Taco Tuesday, and so we were serving tacos. We got to wear sombreros, and I got a picture of me in a sombrero. Hopefully you'll notice that I did not cut my hair. It was just tied back, that's all. So yesterday's program was beyond incredible. We had Four Corners, so obviously Four Corners is amazing. I really enjoyed the conversations I had with the young people. There was even a fellow adult that, while younger than me, was close enough to my age where we could relate to a lot, and she's old enough where I could actually be friends with her future along the line. So we'll see how that goes. We had a good group discussion where we talked about what was the highlight of our trip and what we'd like to take back home from the experience. Didn't do too much bonding at that point, but the group did decide to roll on the floor. Apparently it's been a tradition for about 9 years now. I never really liked it myself. I only did it once, and then I was just like, I don't really need to do it again. I also participated in an activity on the stage yesterday. It was where they had teenage girls, teenage boys, and adults that were competing against each other to see who could guess what the Carpenter Commando was saying. So basically we had earplugs plus headphones that were playing this really hip-hoppy rap-ish song. I'm not really sure what they call it nowadays. And we had to listen to, or because it was so loud, we had to look at the lips of whoever was speaking, and then we had to say into the microphone for the entire audience to hear what we thought we heard. And I said that I thought it was the Roman Catholic Church has more people than any other religion, and we're awesome, which turns out that wasn't what it was, but a lot of people were like, oh, well, one person. It felt like a lot at the time. One person said, oh, that was really good. So I'm happy about that. We also saw, I don't know if I already mentioned this or not, but one of the skits that they did was they had a bunch of adults come on the stage dressed in garbage bags, and they played along to the symphony called To the Races. And seeing as orchestra music is my favorite music, I could not stop smiling. It was so gorgeous to hear such a magnificent symphony, and especially when they came into the audience and were like high-fiving everyone in there. I obviously can't talk much about Four Corners, but I can say that it's debatable whether this or Tuesday night's Adoration was better. So far, I've been immensely enjoying this camp. Not so much looking forward to the free day. The options seem okay, but nowhere near as awesome as like having all these sacraments all over the place. So I might be vlogging a lot more frequently come that time, and for now I'm gonna sort of unwind, recharge by myself, and wait until 4:15 to head back into the cafeteria. So with that, thank you for watching, and until the next time, keep the faith, stay epic, and God bless. Bye! Hello my audience, this is Paul. I finally have a chance to film at night. You probably can't see a thing. Neither can I, so that's okay. The cicadas are absolutely beautiful around here, and we just finished up evening program. Probably won't be able to say much because we're doing night prayer in like 5 minutes. But to make a long story short, until I have time to film again, basically we did a dance party tonight. We also had the residents come over. I didn't have a work team this year, but it was still nice to hear the residents say all these nice things about the teenagers, because as an associate staff member helping to feed them and encourage them by giving them energy, I was basically included in the thank yous. So yeah, roundabout ways of thinking. The beauty of being a Christian. It creates the ripple effect, or the echo effect as I call it. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. Keep the faith, stay epic, and God bless. Bye. Good morning my audience, this is Paul. This will most likely be the last vlog, considering that today all we're really doing is just heading back home. It is 6:30 in the morning. We leave in a half hour. We're still at Sacred Heart Cathedral, though admittedly a different part of the building. There's no cicadas this morning, so that's an interesting change of pace. Probably because there was a thunderstorm and things have significantly died down now. The weather is really nice. It's like exactly what I would expect. And we're just packing up. Thursday was a very good day at the camp. We had the residents come over, we had a dance party, and the kids became full-fledged junior carpenter commandos, which is what they were like bragging about all week. I was also, well, I already said that in a previous video. Suffice to say that I'm not normally a huge fan of Thursdays, because, you know, you got Four Corners and Adoration the previous days. How do you top that? But thankfully we were able to, I was able to lift my arms during the dance party, which I haven't been able to do in a while. Also, 1 minute. Yeah. Also, for our free day, we went to this foresty area where there was a rock slide, and I just decided to sleep in the car because not really my thing. So with that, I'm heading out. So peace, my audience.